Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the hackathon of growth and money. So today we are going to see more details on how to manifest your goal. What we have done yesterday, let's revise that. And those who are joining regularly, you're seeing some results. I want you to share your experiences and learning and all your results in the WhatsApp group. Those who are watching on YouTube, you'll find the link to join the WhatsApp group in the description of this video or under my channel information. You can go and join the group. Okay, so let's get started. Yesterday, what we have seen is how we are procrastinating some of our goals and what's the reason behind that. And the way we were able to find is by understanding if it's a must or it's a should. So we understood the information of must and should. And I'm saying information is, it's just an information that when you say that, yeah, I must do this, that means it is a very important for you. And when you say I should do this, it's a optional. And when we say optional, you know that it can wait for some longer time. And with that understanding, what we have done is we started understanding what's our goal and which goal is a must and which goal is a should. With that list, it is now very clear that some of the goals which you are achieving or actions which you are taking is because it is a must for you. And when it becomes should, you will not be taking action. Now, why it is becoming should? Because you still have some other option to overcome your challenges. And that's why it is a should. For example, this session, some of you are attending, some of you it is must. For some of you, it is like should attend. And that's why they keep on coming and going. We don't see all the people who are coming very regularly because for them it's not a must. Now, why it is not a must? Because the value is not more. Now, when the value comes more is when you start seeing the results. And what we expect in our life is first results and then actions. But what we have seen in the entire process, what we are implementing is, which I keep reminding you, is feel first and do. That means you have to first feel that as if it is already achieved. Once it is already achieved, only then you start taking action and your actions will be perfect. The reason the actions will be perfect is you'll be confident. You will know that it is already achieved and there won't be any doubt. There won't be anything that makes you feel that this goal cannot be achieved. Now, with that power and with that energy, with that mindset, if you take an action, the actions are perfect. So how many of you can relate with this, that yes, feel first and then do it? So with that option is the same thing I'm going to do it for your must goal and your should goals. So if you have come with a list of your goals, and if you have written that it's a must or if it is a should, we can go much deeper and understand how to make it from should to must. Because here what is missing? The value is missing. So we can take some example. So anyone who has already written up their goal and written up must and should? I can take your example or I can bring up some of my goals and then we can try it out. Anybody would like to share that? Balchandan sir, Ritaji, anybody has the goals? Okay. So I'll put you add to the pin. Now, can you just unmute yourself and tell me?
Okay, good morning, everyone. My first goal is my own optimum health, and until today, I feel that the drugs the my doctor is giving me is affecting my wellness. And what I mean is this so-called dizziness and drowsiness is all, I think, because of drugs. And I have decided to speak to my doctor and perhaps cut down the dosage or, in fact, stop taking the drugs so
That's
that
good.
I can achieve optimum health without the drugs, which is, I think, causing me havoc, I think. And I
Okay.
believe, yes, thank you.
So it is a must or it's a should? You will be doing it.
It, it's a must.
It's a must. Now you understood that, okay, this action, if I take, it's a must for me because I want to overcome my dizziness, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
thank you so much, sir, for sharing. And this gives a clarity. A little bit elaborate on this because let's say now if Balchandran sir did not want to come over his dizziness and he's not sure that, okay, is it because of whatever the medicines he's taking because of that. Now, when he is saying that I'm sure this medicine is the problem, that means he has studied and he has understood that his health is the highest value more than being in that comfort zone of taking the medicine and feeling better. Now, he knows there will be some challenges when he stops, when he will reduce the dosages, but he is ready to overcome that challenges because he values his health more rather than comfort. Now, the comfort will come very easily. As I told yesterday, if a person is having a headache multiple times, like almost 3 to 4 times in a week, and he's taking Saradon, which is not a good medicine for health, it's just a temporary painkiller. Now, if the person gets addicted to that, what does the person tells that he is valuing something else or he's valuing comfort over taking action for his headache. Now, here Balchandran sir is saying that he is going to talk to his doctor, ask his suggestion, and reduce the dosage so that something different he will feel, but that different he's ready to take care because it's a must for him now. He understood that, okay, if I have to become strong and powerful, I have to stop the dizzy, I have to reduce the dosage. So, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your goals and telling us if it's a should or must. Okay. Balchandran sir, any other goal that you have mentioned as a should or must? You are on mute. I just muted you. You're unmuted. Please unmute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which goal? One more goal you said?
My family harmony,
Okay.
and I'm working towards it. Results can be seen, but maybe my own fear, I do not want to make it happen too soon. I let it go through, in its own pace. And I'm always practicing a Ho'oponopono and always imagining, making, manifesting that everything is okay with my 3 children.
Great, 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 great.
Yeah.
That's great. And this is also for you, is you're not forcing yourself, you're saying that it is not a must. It is like should, yeah, it should happen, but you're
Yes.
allowing time to take on its own. You're telling your
Yeah.
children, or it's like let it happen on its own, right?
Yeah.
So thank you so much for sharing one more should goal and one must goal. Thank you so much. That gives clarity. So everyone, thank you so much, Valchandran sir. So everyone, this is what we have to understand if it's a must or a should, because if it is a must and something that is not happening, for example, when sir was telling that he is getting the results with his kids and that relationships are improving, but right now he's allowing the time so that let it be, let them take some time, let them come back and let the relationship happen in a better way on its own time. What does that mean is he's not pushing him anyone and he's not saying that it's a must, it's a must, it should happen. What will happen if he does his it's a must? He'll see other issues, like he'll be worried, he'll be always panicking and thinking that why this is not happening, why this is not happening, and somewhere the disbelief will be planted and the resistance will be created between the relationship. The less resistance, the better the relationship it becomes, and that's what he is working. And thank you so much, sir, for sharing the must and should goal. I hope everybody it is clear now. It's a must and a should. Now let's take one more example. Let's take example of this session. I'm doing the sessions for free. Now, can I say this sessions are must or a should? For me, it's a must. For those who value, it is a must. For those who think that it's okay, it's a free session, it's okay, recording will be there, I'll watch later. And for them, it becomes a should. Because what is missing here? The value is missing. Now, you see who is taking action? The people who think this session is important, they are taking action. Now, if I decide that I have to not come on time, will everybody value the same way? They won't. Yeah, Rita is saying these sessions are must for me. I know that's why you're very regular. Thank you, Rita ji. So if I'm not coming exactly at 7:30, someday I'm starting at 7:30, someday I'm starting at 8, someday I'm telling that we'll start at 7:30 and 7:35. I'm messaging that today we are canceling the class, we are not. And this is happening frequently, right? Not once or twice. What does that tell me? That it tells us these sessions are should, it's not a must for me. Now, when I say it's a should, there is no high value, there is no action. And that's why I'm procrastinating and I'm not taking the action. So that's the reason I told you to write down all your goals, list down the goals, and write down which is must and which is should. Now, let's do the next step. The goals which you have written must, you will see there is some progress in your goal. I repeat, the goals which you have identified as a must, you will definitely see some progress in your life. Now, if you're not seeing any progress, it's a zero progress and you're not able to start, and you have written it's a must, I can guarantee you that it is not a must. You are not having this goal as must because you are not taking action. That's simple it is. So Balchandran sir is saying, I strongly feel my attendance is a must. Yes, thank you, sir. And I see that with you as well. You are very regular. So that's what I'm saying, right? Few people who are joining, and I'm really happy to see that. Those who are serious, those who want to take their life to the next level, they are only joining here. And that's what my mentor says, right? Your tribe, sorry, your vibe attracts your tribe. So if I'm committed to my mentor and my learnings, then only I'll attract more people who are committed. And I'm really happy to see very few people, but I'm happy to see them coming regularly. Okay, so coming back. So what I was saying is, if you have written must and if you're not seeing any progress, it's a zero progress, and even you're not starting any and taking any action, that means it's not a must. You have written that I must make 10 lakh rupees. No, it is not, because your life is now comfortable and peaceful with 1 lakh as well. Whatever you're taking your amount, you are comfortable. When you say it's a must, it becomes urgency and you will start taking action. So we have to move from should to must, which is we have to increase the value. Now, how to increase the value? Let's say tomorrow, that's what I'm going to do it with my sessions. Let's say if I'm going to launch my sessions on Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to do a master class and I'm going to explain everyone how you can transform your life in all areas of life, what all things we will be learning and what all you will be practicing every day with me. And there'll be a nominal fees for this, but you will get a certification, you'll get some follow-ups, you'll have an app, you'll have everything at your fingertips, and there will be some games we'll be playing that will help you to transform your life. How many of you will be excited? Most of the people will be excited. They'll be like, okay, let's do it. There is an app for me to watch all the courses. Somebody is there to account my growth. I can see how my growth is happening. All this is available in my phone or my laptop or my machine, and I'll be able to do that progress. Now, many of us will be like, yes, let's do it. Let's have this. Let's practice this. So you see, as soon as I increase the value of the things which I'm teaching, people will join. That's what I'll be doing in the next week. But if you are not able to see some progress in your life, I want you to understand how much you value that person or that goal or that situation. That's why it is not helping you. So when we say value, value always defines by time, money, focus, and space. Again, you have to go back and identify how much time I'm spending, how much money I'm spending, how much focused I am, and how much space I'm giving, physical and mental space, for that goal. That will clearly tell you how you can do it. Okay. So let's take your goal, any goal which is a should. Okay. And that goal you want to upgrade or you want to bring it in your real values. You remember real values and borrowed values. Real values, anything which you are doing effortlessly and all your good qualities are coming out, it is your real value. Borrowed values, anything you're struggling to do, all your bad qualities come out, you feel drained, you don't have energy after doing that task, that is your borrowed values. Now, Let's take some example of your goals that you want to achieve. You want to make some amount of money, or you want to lose some weight, or you want to attract some person in your relationship or improve the relationship with someone, or you want to grow in your business or in your career. Let's take any example of that. Let's take one example from each area and see how we can increase the value of that goal, because we have already identified must and should. So we are not talking about must because you're taking actions. Now the should are the goals which we will want to bring into must. So that is the goals you really want to achieve, because there is nothing related to your real and borrowed values. Maybe it's a borrowed value, but you cannot drop it. For example, as I told last time, even though as a coach, I have to make YouTube videos and I don't like editing videos, I don't like creating fancy videos, I still have to make videos. And how do I do that? By increasing the value of my video making, not by editing, but at least making. I don't have a limiting belief that video should be edited, it should have some background, it should have this, that. No. I come up and I do it simply. Now, what has happened is the value has suddenly increased when I made it simple. Then I wrote down multiple things that will help me to make my YouTube videos. And that multiple thing is what I'm going to tell you. Take one goal and write down 10 advantages you will get by achieving this goal. So we are talking about making the goal from should to must. For example, let's take health example. If a person wants to lose a weight of 20 kgs, what are the 10 advantages? Anybody can list that? So I'm going to tell advantage. If you get any advantage, let's think of a person who has been overweight and who has some health issues, and the doctor has told him that you have to reduce your weight by 20 kgs. Let's assume this person, and now you have to unmute and tell me what are the advantages he will get by losing 20 kgs. Okay, I'll keep telling, you can unmute and tell as well. So one advantage is he will become healthy, right? So he's losing 20 kgs, which is overweight, which doctor has told him to lose. Now he'll become healthy. Second, the person will start looking more beautiful or handsome. If it's a girl, she'll look beautiful. If it's a boy, he'll start looking handsome. Third, the person will feel lighter and more energetic. How many of you seen that the people who are having overweight, I'm not talking about too much weight, I'm talking about overweight, they tend to have less energy and their effort will be limited because of their health condition. Now, if this person is losing weight, he will get more energy. Another advantage is whatever he is facing is challenges about health, it will be reduced. Another advantage, when you exercise or do some physical work, you will not only see the change in the physical health, but it will also affect your mental health. So his mental health also becomes stronger. This person will be more active and start taking more actions. Then this all leads to different areas where he'll feel happy. He will inspire someone. Yeah, Ritaji is saying happy. Then he will inspire others. When the way I tell you that you share your results and your learnings in the group, when somebody sees and feels that, oh, Ritaji is getting this result, Palchandra sir is getting this result. Okay, somebody else is getting this result by attending Aksh's sessions. Let me also attend, because these are free sessions, right? Now, that inspiration, the same way the person, when he goes and tells his friend, you know what, I did this exercise and I lost my 20 kgs weight and it was super easy and I followed this diet and I did this. And everybody's like, damn, this is good. I also want to do. Can you help me? And he wasn't helping them. Now, can this become a habit for him? Can this inspire his family members, others? This will become a good inspiration for everyone. So you have to list down 10 minimum advantages of achieving this goal. Clear, everyone? Let's take one example of money. Let's say if I'm making, for me, my goal is to have, let's say, 12 crore rupees in somewhere I have saved it. Somewhere, when I say it's a mutual fund, right? For example, let's say if I have 12 crore rupees in a mutual fund and that is giving me returns every month on month. Can I say I'm financially free? Of course, even if I consider returns of 7-8%, which is in the fixed deposit also, it is 4-5%. I'm getting 5 lakh rupees per month if I'm keeping 12 crore rupees. Okay. So if I'm able to get that amount, my entire family's expenses have been taken care of. So I'm financially free. Then, will I live a good life? Definitely, yes. I'll start using things which I like to use. I'll start behaving in a way where I feel that I should buy this, I should buy that, and I'll be very sensible with my work. So, financial freedom. Second, giving comfort to myself, giving luxury to me and my family members, giving good education, good food to me and my family members. Wherever I like to invest, I'll go and invest. Wherever I want to spend, I'll able to spend. Now, with that, I'll have the freedom to start my own business or the things which I like to do. Have you seen many people, they like to do some profession, but they're stuck in other profession because of their financial burden or their financial challenges. Now, if I am financially free, I can go on whatever I'm taking sessions today, 1 hour, I can keep taking sessions for 8 to 10 hours. That's what I love to do. Now, with this, if you see, I should be able to learn more. I can take that money and invest somewhere and learn. I can help myself to improve as a person. You see, making money is helping me not only in financial situation, but as a person, to me, my family members, people around me, and it is going to upgrade everyone. Do you see that advantages, everyone? So Balchandran sir is saying yes. Others type in yes in chat window if you see these advantages. Now, what did I just do? I gave 10 reasons or 10 advantages to my goal of making 12 crore rupees. Now, if I go every day and read this 10 advantages, will I feel inspired or demotivated? Option 1, inspired. Option 2, demotivated. Type in chat window 1 or 2. Balchandran sir, you can show me like this, 1 or 2. 1. Okay. So Pradnya is saying 1. Ritaji is saying 1. So if I'm inspired, will I take action? Definitely yes. The problem is not taking action. The problem is not understanding why am I not taking action. Can you clearly see this now? What's missing? Missing is 10 advantages I will have by doing or achieving this goal. Clear, everyone? This is one more we'll take about addiction. Let's say a person is addicted to smoking. Now, how many of you know that smoking is not good for health? In fact, everybody knows. Those who smoke also, they know, right? Now, still they go and smoke. The reason they say is, I'm addicted. No, it's not addiction. I have helped many people to overcome addiction. I keep telling example of Aditya. All of you remember, he used to drink every single day. If he doesn't drink, his body used to have continuous sweating, and like he used to have many issues with his health. That much he was addicted and he has to drink. But he stopped. He stopped because of two reasons. One of them was writing the advantages. We wrote down 50 advantages he will have by not drinking. And I wrote down 50 disadvantages if he keeps drinking. So with that, it was super clear. Every time he wanted to drink, he used to go and read it. And we created one more rule. That was, I told you, all of you, that 100 push-ups, 100 squats, only then he has to go and drink. And every time he feels drinking, he has to go on the floor and start doing push-ups. Believe me, he was doing 100 push-ups. He went till 100 push-ups. But after doing 100 push-ups, he was like, no, the craving is gone. I don't feel like. I'm just feeling like going and taking a shower and drinking water. That's it. And slowly, he increased his, what do you say, the rule to drink. And that became difficult and difficult every day and day. And he started increasing the advantages from 50 to 60, 70, 80, and he was reading every day. And believe me, and I have the video which I cannot share because it's a one-on-one session, where he literally took all his bottle and he has poured in his sink. He just went and he poured it. He took that action. So the point here is he understood what's the advantage. Now I want you to understand that addiction also, if you say that, okay, if I leave this addiction, these are the 10 things I will get advantages. So anything you want to take action, I want you to write down 10 advantages for that goal. Is it clear, everyone? So if it is clear, can I expect you to take this action? Because as I told, this is not a podcast. This is a session where we take action and we practice. And trust me, it is my guarantee. If you practice, 100% result. If you don't practice, no results. I can guarantee you both result and no results, both. And that is just through practice. I'm here to help you. I'm here to analyze what you're doing. I'll be validating if you're doing it correctly or wrong. But I want you to start practicing. So, how many of you commit today that yes, I know my goals and which are my should goals, which I know I'm not taking action? I'll take that goal and I'll write down 10 advantages that I will get by achieving this goal. You want example? I have thousands of example. I can keep on talking. But as I told, that's not going to help you. The only thing is which is going to help you is you writing 10 advantages. Once you write these 10 advantages, come back and tell me that, okay, I feel inspired. And still, if you don't feel inspired, come and tell me, okay, actually, I wrote 10 advantages and I still don't take action. I don't feel inspired. I will help you to do that. It's my responsibility to help you to take action and achieve your goal. That's my responsibility. What I want you from you is a small support of writing your goal and 10 advantages when you achieve this goal. When I say 10 advantages, it can go beyond 10. Awesome, it will be good. But minimum is 10. Okay. So with that promise, Ritaji is saying, I'll write. Balchandran sir says yes. I'll write. Pradnya also says yes. So Swati, Pradnya, Balchandran sir, Ritaji, I want all of you and those who are watching me on recording, because I know many people are watching me on recording because they don't have time in the morning. That's absolutely fine. Please write it down and read it multiple times in a day and tell me how did you feel. Once you write a goal, 10 advantages for you, your family members, people around you, and everywhere, right? You have to keep on writing that 10 advantages for each goal. Believe me, after this, there is no looking back. There is no reason you will have for not taking action. Agree? Can we do that? So yes, let's do that. And please get it ready by today. You have, let's say, technically 23 hours from now. So I would say right now, after this session itself, sit and complete it. Because once you get up, you may get some urgent work or you may get into some work which is your day-to-day routine. So after this session, just immediately write down your goals and list down 10 advantages for each goal. Okay. And tomorrow, share with me. I will help you to put it into action. So thank you so much, everyone, for practicing and creating this magic. Tomorrow, we are going much deeper to understand the action part. And that is where your entire game will change. When I say game, it's a life is a game where you want to achieve your goals. Let's play this game and let's change everything and let's achieve more. Thank you so much for practicing today and joining every single day. I
Just
hope
one,
this sessions are helpful.
just one
Yeah, go ahead.
thing, interrupting, sorry. वो डी मार्टिनीज आपने जो वीडियो बोला था ना, आई हैव गॉन थ्रू, इट वाज सो अमेजिंग, लाइक मुझे, मैं आपके 5 मिनट्स लेट हुई बिकॉज ऑफ आई वाज वाचिंग दोस वीडियोस. मतलब वो क्वेश्चन आंसर जो थे लिखने हैं ना, जो थ्री थ्री
Correct.
क्वेश्चंस वी हैव टू राइट डाउन, इट वाज, मतलब मुझे लगा नहीं नहीं कुछ तो है. चलो मैं अभी फिर से करूंगी उसको. वेरी वेरी नाइस,
Definitely.
वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. So
That's
I'll
great.
do
Like
that.
he's a master.
Yeah.
He's a master, and believe me, it's not only about that questionnaires. It's an eye opener. If
Eye
you
opener,
want to
honestly.
transform your life, you should go through that questionnaires, and that's the reason I'm been sharing that link with everyone. See,
Yes,
I can
yes,
bring that as an Excel sheet and tell you that okay, answer these questions, but coming from the master is completely different.
yes,
And trust me, this is not easy for him, but he has kept it free. People pay huge amount for to go and get coaching from him, even his group sessions and all. And I
yes,
was blessed to get coaching from Dr. John D. Martini. And as I told, my entire life has changed when once I understood values. And that's why I'm working every day with everyone to teach you what is values, how to use values, how to identify values, how to transform your life using values. And I'm
Actually,
100% sure Rita ji, yeah,
sir, I'll say this is not a like बच्चों का खेल नहीं है. You have to sit seriously. You have to think. इतना लाइफ मैं बिता के आई हूँ. I'm 60, but फिर भी मुझे लगता है कि हम लोग कभी भी इतना डीपली रोज की लाइफ हम नॉर्मल तरीके से वही सुबह उठना, वही काम करना, वही फिर हम बोलते हैं हमारी लाइफ में कुछ नहीं आया. हम यही करके जीवन निकाल देते पूरी लाइफ. बट दैट इज कोई गाइडेंस एंड कोई आपको इच्छा होनी चाहिए. यू हैव टू हैव दैट विल कि भाई मुझे करना है. एंड देन स्ट्रक्चर होनी चाहिए एक. अगर विल है तो then you can come out of that. The daily same routine, like how you taught value and true value and then borrowed value. So ये चीजें समझना and then overcome those things, shift those things. It's tremendous, very nice. But I really am enjoying like anything. I'm telling you. I always wanted. I have a drawback. सबका अलग अलग होता है. मुझे लगता है कि somebody should hold my hand means should be with me to guide. Like मुझे लग है सबके अंदर सब क्वालिटी नहीं होता. Have the energy, have the mental strength, everything is there. मतलब कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. But someone should be there to guide me कि भाई ये पाथ ठीक नहीं है. हमें पता ही नहीं है ये चीजें जो आप सिखा रहे हो. हमें कहाँ से पता है वैल्यू, ट्रू वैल्यू. बट देखिए एज कितना है, एक्सपीरियंस इतना है, बट फिर भी हम लोगों को पता नहीं ये चीजें कि सक्सेस कैसे मिलता है. Isn't it, sir? So thank you
I
very
agree.
much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your kind words and so much deeper wisdom you have shared, and that comes
Yes,
from your experience. So
yes.
I would say that it's not that you didn't know, it was just that the structure was unknown, but you were still following. If you go back and see, whatever you did was your real value. Whatever you did not do was not your real value. That simple it is. And whichever you struggled was also your borrowed values.
That
But
is
now,
true, sir. But आप मुझे ये बताइए, real value, what I was doing, that was real value. But some people like after certain time you feel कि no, I wanted to shift. Like I want to achieve this. This is my goal.
exactly.
I want to from real value to borrowed value to real value.
No,
I
I'll
want
tell
to
you, the
change.
best thing about values is it keeps changing. And that's telling you your progress. For example, Dr. John D. Martini says that when he started, like his story, I'll tell you in short, like he was thrown on the highway by his parents. He didn't know who is his parents. And he is like, he was just wondering, and he went in one place, then he found one house, and then life was struggle. He was till I think 16. He had some issue with some health issue until 16 or 14. He can't even read or write, right? And now he's called Dr. John D. Martini. So his entire life changed. But the top value that time for him before he started reading and learning was the, I think, skiing, or that exact word where they take the board and they do it kind of floating on the water. I don't exactly remember the word now. So that he was doing, and he was very expert in that. But that was his value. But suddenly the value changed for learning. And then suddenly when he changed the value for learning, he wanted to become a psychotherapist. Then he changed his value. So everything is building on top of one or the other. So whatever you're seeing that you were doing, and then you thought, now this is enough, I want to do something else. That is telling your progress. Values keep changing, and that's a better thing. So I'm telling you, values has a so deeper. If we complete this part, then we can think of, okay, when does the value change? What are the signals you'll get when your value is changing, and how to know that this is the correct value? Because again, that could be the borrowed value, right? As I was telling, I was inspired by Tony Robbins, and I was thinking like, okay, I have to become like Tony Robbins. But no, if I become like Tony Robbins, I'll not be happy. I'll not be satisfied. So what I have to become? The things that I love to do. So the problem is not thinking, not having that, okay, I'm doing this and I should continue. No, you can change, but understanding if it is a real value or a borrowed value. And as I told, the values will keep changing. So thank you so much for sharing your inputs. And
Thank
I would
you,
say,
sir. Thank you, sir.
that whatever you've done in 60 years is still your stage on which I can say it's a beautiful cake on which we put a cream, then toppings
Bilkul,
and all,
sir.
then we
Bilkul,
go on,
bilkul. I'm
right?
very lucky that way. I'm very, very
Yes.
lucky. I feel I'm very lucky
So I'm just
because
a small
I
topping on
get
that. I'm
opportunities,
adding
sir.
toppings.
Yes, sir. Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Thank you so
So
much. Thanks a lot, sir.
thank you, and thank you so much for your commitment to
That
learn and
the
grow.
questionnaire,
Yeah,
the D
go ahead.
Martini questionnaire.
Yes, I have shared in the group. You there? In the group, WhatsApp group. Swati, you're on mute. I can't hear you.
Yes, sir. I'm checking.
Yeah. If you want, I can share it today again. So it's just a small video where he will guide you to what that exercise is about. And with that video understanding, you have to go forward and just answer the questions. I think there are 13 questions, 13 or 16 questions. So I recommend everyone to keep doing it initially every 15 days. Then after that, after 3-4 times, do it every month. Then after that, you can increase the frequency by 2 months once or 3 months once. But once you get to habituated, you will be able to understand very nicely, like, okay, this is my value. Okay, so having said that, I want you to tomorrow come up with the goals and 10 advantages for your goals. First, pick the goals that you're struggling with. Pick the goals which you think that I definitely need to achieve, but I'm not taking any action. And write down the 10 advantages. And if you're confused, go and see what 10 advantages you're getting with the goals that you're able to achieve or you are already achieved, right? It will be very crisp and clear. And if it's still not clear, come back to the recording, watch the recording, but I want you to practice today and come up with a list. Okay? Because if you see, every session, we are building up something and we're going to the next level. Today is the time where you build something, you create that space, and then build something on top of that. Then only we'll be able to do the progress. Okay? So thank you so much, everyone, for practicing and joining the sessions. Thank you so much for giving your time. I hope the sessions are helping you. So if it is helping, please share your lovely feedback and your learnings in the group so that it inspires everyone. Those who are watching me on YouTube, you can share in the comment section whatever you have learned and what results you're creating. Okay. Thank you so much. See you
Thanks a
tomorrow
lot,
again
sir.
at
Thank you so much.
7:30. Thank you.